Now, this is just one of the controversial bills the Senate is voting on this session. You've also been tracking the Parental Rights on Education bill, dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill.
Absolutely. So that one's expected to be voted on in the Senate sometime next week. It still has to go through some readings, but people around the state are pleading with lawmakers to fail that bill. That includes these students at Gibbs High School in St. Pete today. They walked out of a class to protest that bill that could impact what they're able to be taught in schools. So the bill would explicitly ban classroom instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through 3rd grade, or in any grade if not considered age appropriate. Critics say it targets LGBTQ+ students, but supporters say it's all about allowing parents more power in what their students are taught in classrooms. Now, it's a contentious debate amongst our lawmakers. But what about our educators? I brought the bill to several Bay Area teachers for insight into the effect it could have on our classrooms.
It does truly make me feel like a lesser person, that I'm not allowed to be who I really am in front of my kids.
For kindergarten teacher Cory Bernaert, the Parental Rights in Education bill, which opponents have dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill, is an attack on both him and his profession.
Me being part of the LGBTQ+ community is who I am. It's not just who I am at home, it's who I am at school.
Cory says teachers at his school are encouraged to display their families, as he does of his partner Jeremiah.
Am I going to be allowed to tell them, this is my partner? Well, what if they ask me, what does that mean? Am I going to be allowed to have that discussion with them?
The bill's Republican sponsors say it would not prohibit conversations about LGBTQ families prompted by students.
Does that mean we can talk about Johnny's two mommy and Billy's two daddies?
You can't set up a curriculum that tries to instruct or persuade or comment on those directions. What you can do is have class discussion where they're voluntarily communicating with each other.
But that's not outlined in the bill, and critics say it leaves too much to interpretation.
It makes it, to me, it makes it seem like I am not able to have these conversations.
Another gray area is what ages this applies to. The bill says school districts may not encourage classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels, or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students. That latter part creating concerns for middle and high school teachers who often act as mentors and confidants.
I'd rather not have the fear that my players can't come to me with a personal issue because of a law.
I don't want to be put in a situation where I have to decide what's moral for me and what's legal.
The bill's sponsors say its intentions are all about empowering parents.
Parents need to be in charge.
But the state's largest educator union says the fight for power is misplaced.
This puts out a false narrative that it's either parents' rights or school rights. And the fact of the matter is we're on the same team.
And as this text has worked its way through the Florida legislature, Cory says he's reading between the lines.
It's hurtful. It feels like we're taking many steps backwards.
Again, the Parental Rights in Education bill still has to pass the Senate. A vote hasn't been added to the calendar yet, but it's expected to be brought up before the end of the legislative session next Friday, March 11th.